Okay.
Anson G. McCook,
Who's that?
an American military and political figure who served as a Union Army colonel during the Civil War.
You know what? I think we got to improve this gimmick. I think after you read it out, we have to try and take a guess what it is or who they
Okay,
are.
Yeah, I agree.
Because just
that's a
reading out
good
the
one.
name, this it's not like a Sonic quote where there's immediate context. Just we got to throw out, and then whoever is
Yeah.
closest to getting it right gets +1 forward. We
Okay.
get 5 gold.
So last we left off, um, you were finishing up business in Morricone Springs. The Lydian's builders and transport people arrived, and he said about directing them where to go, how to set up the transport, getting a deal for the transport of the minerals, and the builders, the priorities for the builders for reconstructing the town. And meanwhile, as that was happening, Nico was inventing the a improvement to the lock chest that Lydian had, the lock box for the coin stored on the wagon, and wound up creating the electro safety box, or the shock box, as Lydian wants to call it, which is a box that has two keys that you turn at specific area, a different specific.
He made this
Uh,
incredibly overly complicated
yeah,
electro box. One key has to be turned 38 degrees, the other 27 degrees. Then you
Hmm.
punch in a code and press the hatch.
yeah,
Yes,
and if you do it wrong at any step, it gives you an electric shock.
A really big one.
it's
Yeah, a big one.
Nico.
And
Nico will tune down the damage a bit.
No,
as
you
that was
no.
happening,
Here's what we're gonna do. Don't worry, we'll talk about it during the session. There's plans.
yeah, as that was happening,
Will increase it.
Cherry was visited by Dwight and his shape shifting friend, uh, and they gave her the beginning of the story, wherein uh, she had turned into a mole and burrowed underneath somewhere, underneath the Vertex Casino, and found a facility with people moving boxes that were with weird machinery, with people moving boxes that looked like they had living things inside of it. And she went on a wild goose chase around to get the hell out of there. And she says she doesn't want to believe that it's connected to the rumors of slavery in Marion, but that's a distinct possibility want that Dwight thinks ought to be looked into, as there might be as if there is a list of things going on there. There might be coin to be made going back, and then Cherry invited the two to come with them to Marion, where Lydian also wanted to go because of being told that quite a few acolytes of his church had decided to go from Osprey to Marion, hearing that there were plenty of opportunities in Marion, so he wants to check out those opportunities as well. And Lydian was none too pleased when he saw Dwight again, and decided to use him to test out the shock box, which delivered him a pretty big shock. You learned that the shapeshifter girl's name was Flora, and you set out. And after all of that, you set out to Marion. You encountered a bunch of ants that spewed fire up into the sky. Flora got Lydian out of a bad situation there, and then you made your way over to Marion. And that was where we left off. So, we're at the gates of Marion.
We are.
We are at the gates of Marion.
It is currently still October 90th, Saturday.
Yep, 2 days away from New Year's.
And what time is it?
Ooh.
I believe it is probably midday.
Midday.
And
Okay.
maybe a bit earlier than that. I mean, we weren't that far from Marion, as I recall, when we woke up.
We'll say midday. Like
Okay.
noon.
Okay, let's head on into Marion.
Yeah, the guards see you and they see you approach and
Are,
they go.
are they familiar faces?
One of them is.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Looks at you and says, "Oh my God, you."
Don't worry. The gun is firmly in its holster. Besides, we helped farm out. We ain't no trouble.
Yeah, well, he's currently on leave for that whole situation.
Oh, we'll give him some time off too. That's, that sounds nice.
All right.
I
You
mean,
keep
maybe you could say his career was put on ice for a moment.
You keep all that stuff in check. All right.
Solemnly swear we will keep an eye on the little runt.
Yeah, and yeah, Dwight just looks like, "What happened?"
There was some troubles last time, nothing too major. Just someone got
Minor
out of it.
malfunction.
I think I knew a major malfunction.
Yeah, he looks over at Nico and sees the gadgets and goes like, "Oh, malfunction."
It was of a different element than the kind you went through.
Okay. Well then. It's good to be home then, I guess. All right, let's head on in.
Just to Nico, it was like some kids who caused that.
Yeah.
They
sweetie,
stole the gun.
I will not take the slander.
I forgot that
Haha.
part. It just seemed like the kind of thing Nico would do, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, you enter into the main gates into Marion. The city is bustling. There's the Colosseum. The Colosseum looms in the distance as people are scurrying about. And Dwight hops off the wagon with Flora and says, "All right, so we're gonna head to our little hovel. We told Cherry where you could find us if you want us."
Lydian just turns and looks at Cherry, who does not notice him doing this.
Cherry does, nod, though, as they say, that they told her where they could find them. Which
If
they
you're gonna
did.
investigate the Vertex, hey, let me know.
Of course.
Apparently one of my employees is now involved in...
Yeah.
Lydian is just complaining to himself.
Yeah.
I have a move.
They bounce off. What? You do?
Yes. When you return to a civilized settlement you visited before, tell the GM when you were last here. They'll tell you how it's changed since then. And so again, about just shy of 20 years ago, 19 years ago.
Right. So, Marion, when you were last here, the place.
I kind of like this move on Cherry, just because, I think the intent of it is you're discovering a new place, and, it's supposed to give you more information, but, we, the players, we know what Marion is like, and so this is almost more just getting a glimpse of, 20 years in Hemlock's past, a chance to learn some lore trivia. Or 15 years, I guess, more. Or 14 years, even. No, wait, this is what? So only 12 years, Jesus, before the original party.
Uh-huh.
Because we're in, 3007 now?
Yep.
Yep.
So, Marion hasn't changed too much. It's been there's definitely it looks like there's more people around who seem to be let's see. It really hasn't changed much.
Yeah,
But
fair.
there are definitely like there are quite a few of the bigger casinos have like that you might have remembered seem to have been replaced by new upstarts.
Gotcha.
And it looks like the Coliseum has gotten quite a bit more popular. It's gotten larger, in fact.
So yeah, as we're walking into the city, Cherry does comment, well, it's nice that Marion hasn't slowed down any since last I was here.
And that.
This was definitely one of my favorite cities we visited.
And how long you been away?
It'll be 20 years soon.
My word.
That's whole
Yep,
2 decades.
I was just 17 at the time.
Mm-hmm. Note to self. Note to self. Text subject 312 is almost 40 years old.
Oh, we're doing the test subject.
36, thank you very much. I'm firmly in my mid-30s. Thank you.
You know,
It's
that's
36
starting
years old.
This is starting to explain the strange power fluctuations of your equipment. It seems that numbers ain't really your strong suit.
What do you
Almost.
mean? I am perfectly well with numbers. I just make some generalization. 4 years here and there don't matter.
Real scientific.
4 years can make a hell of a difference.
This is true. At this stage, your body should start really hit aging, and soon your skin get wrinkly and stuff. Shame that
I like to imagine, even though Cherry can't see, fucking Lydian and Cherry are just looking at each other like,
Yeah.
this fucking child.
Your body is slowing down.
You know what? Fucking Lydian, like with a wrapped up newspaper, just hits him in the back of the head.
No.
Nico starts calculating exactly how many periods Sherry has left before menopause.
I will tell you how many eggs you have.
I'm using that, thank you. Do not hit my head. I need that for science.
Honestly, I think you could do with a little less of your brain. It's not doing you too many favors of how much of it you have.
I have plenty plenty of brain. This is good amount of brain.
I beg to differ.
Have you made such these inventions? No, I
I may
have.
not have made those inventions, but I'm gonna make those inventions known. I'm gonna make us a lot of money, which will enable us to make more inventions. But first, let's get our accommodations, then we'll go down to the patent office and throw in a little. I got some stuff to do. I got some work to do, and you're gonna want to be around for this, Nico. You're gonna want to see what I have in store for you, and what we'll soon have in store for others.
Well, I'll probably not be surprised, but I'll humor you.
That's the least I could ask for.
All right, so you're going to look for lodging. What kind of lodging are you looking for? Because in Marion, there's like a whole array. You have your inns, but you also have like proper hotels that are more like it's a proper hotels that are basically they're larger, they're in nicer areas, they're closer to casinos.
think I want to get
Just-
I want to get us somewhere middle, like nice, not like fucking blow your mind good, but somewhere nicer. I want to have a
I
bit
was
of an
say
image.
Lydian, like I take it would be a springing for a hotel at the very least type,
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
who
Right.
appreciates the
hotel somewhere good.
Okay, so you're probably
But
looking
not
for like a
not top
sort
of the
of
line is basically what I'm saying. But somewhere,
so a mid-range. That would be like a mid-range hotel on the strip,
yeah,
I'd say.
yeah.
basically, I want
Yeah.
somewhere where it's at least respectable, considering that in
Yeah.
his brain he's in business mode. So he wants to go somewhere that's reasonable. He doesn't want to
Are
look
we gonna
cheap.
stay at one of the casinos?
Yeah, that would be one of the
Yeah.
casinos, basically.
There you go. Cherry will be happy.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
It would be great if I could do my business role before we pay for that, but we'll fucking find out. I know I need the room to conduct. I need somewhere to stay to conduct business.
Yeah, it's not like you don't have money.
I've only got 205 coins.
Cherry
Sorry,
has
wait,
a
no,
move.
305. But I'm basically I'm Brassic, man. I've got no money. Actually, I'll up the weight of that. 2, 14, 16.
Is Lydian the wealthiest character we've had like during gameplay? Like I know, Party 1 all became very wealthy afterwards,
I
and
think
like
we came in when we
Hemlock?
came into money in Party 4 for a bit. We might have had more money. I don't think I've ever like gone higher than like the money Vigor had when he bought the apartment. I don't know.
oh,
Actually.
true, in Party 3. I was gonna say Party 2 though. What about like Taz or
I can't remember
Senka?
how well they did money wise.
I mean, like backstory wise and whatnot, I know they had stuff, but I don't know how connected to that. Like I know Senka
Senka
wasn't.
was a runaway noble.
Yeah. So she didn't actually have that money.
I actually had forgotten at the time, but it must have been brought up at some point how weird it is that we've had 2 fucking runaway Tenzus nobles. They just
Yeah.
treat their kids like shit over there. Actually, fucking stupider than that. In the short story that I have not finished for fucking Angelo, it features even more Tenzus noble sons and daughters who just did not like their families. It is a fucking it's a trend now.
Yeah, it's a cultural, revolution. It's like punks or something. There's this disaffected generation
Yeah.
from.
After I just spoil it for that in case I never finish it, which I might. It's just middle parts of fucking thing to me. That is the party that Angelo does wind up in for a time after Hero goes back to Anoth is comprised of other Tenzus nobles who ran away.
That's funny.
Nice.
He bummed around with other parties for a bit, but genuinely found many of them too boring. And then he liked hanging out with them because it's actually something in common, and it was something in common, and it's I actually do kind of get to learn a bit more about Tenzus beyond the narrow window I saw of it before.
I just think it's funny that I still find it just very weird that Felina is my first character to in the epilogue in the post game to not be in the restaurant business.
Okay, so you find a casino called the Nimbus.
The
Nimbus.
Yeah, it's got a very a very Greco-Roman, it's got a very cloud, up in the clouds sort of theme, promising high-flying excitement.
I got a
High flying excitement.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I've got sort of taking notes. Fuck.
I don't think Lydian is pure enough to ride Nimbus. I'm just saying. I mean, I guess Sherry isn't either. I think Nico could ride Nimbus.
Do you think so? Why?
Yeah, I
Because
do. Nico seems pure of mind. Or
I'm gonna
pure of heart,
say
whichever.
He was just.
slap down 30 coin
Is
for
that
a
for
room.
all of us?
Yeah, for all of you.
Okay,
For
that's.
are you getting one big room or?
I was gonna get us all individual rooms.
Ah, okay. Then yeah, 30 coin.
Okay, I'll just pay up 70 coin. There we go.
I mean, yeah, you're welcome to do that if you want. I was gonna say the one getting Cherry a room might be a waste, but
Well, he
it's
pays up
up to
either
you.
way. Whether or
Yeah.
not you use it, that's up to you.
Yeah.
If she wants to bring that up to him, she can. That's up
No,
to you.
she won't. That's something she will, just sort of silently observe.
Mm.
Because I haven't activated it yet, but Cherry, she can always find someone who respects the customs of hospitality to take you in as their guest. We just haven't. It hasn't made sense yet, like in universe wise, to activate that move
think,
yet. I
I'm gonna say
imagine.
I think the move just triggered.
Huh?
I mean,
True.
customs hospitality. He got you a room.
True. You're right.
Alrighty. So yeah, you get like a few floors up. It's got a nice window view of the strip.
Yeah, Cherry gets the room with the best view.
There you go. And the most luxurious thing about it, of course, are ensuite bathrooms.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yes.
That's perfect. Well, Lydian is gonna go and do some laundry as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Been roughing it out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, this place, it's got to be a laundrette somewhere.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And a stable for Eurema, of course.
Yeah. That's something the city does for you.
Okay, good.
There's a parking garage.
There's just a few of those, like, fucking, engine-powered fucking cars or whatever, and then just horses. I don't know why I'm just imagining, like, a modern-day underground parking, but then just a fucking horse and cart as well. Next to a fucking Bugatti or whatever.
There is find endearing about of picturing a horse stable, but instead of like a wooden barn thing, it is just like a concrete structure exactly set up like a parking garage with that exact lighting and those acoustics and everything, but just for horses. I don't know why the mental image of that like tickles me so
It feels
deeply.
very Hemlock an image as well.
I don't know why. Okay, I really like parking garages. I don't know why. I just do.
I have a weird nostalgia about them. I don't know what it is, but I think it's because, like, mostly was in them when I was a kid and was being taken places.
Mm.
And so I don't drive myself, so I don't have much fucking, need of them anymore.
That was JFK, that parking garage there. That was a good one. Had the train going right by too and everything. Was
For me, it's the Wood Green Shopping Centre. Fucking, that's probably where nostalgia comes from. Being taken to fucking shopping centre by parents as a kid.
the parking garage for Union Station in New Haven, Connecticut. That's another one I have a lot of positive association with. I like that parking garage a lot.
Okay, so you all settle into your rooms. Nico, I'm assuming, turns theirs into a fucking workshop.
Oh, absolutely. Nico is just already just junk and stuff. Nico found some junk on the way here, building. gonna adjust the shock box a bit, thinking of maybe it's a bit too powerful.
I think the moment you think that, there's a knock on your hotel door.
I am busy.
You're not busy enough to have a chat?
Nico called over open door. Well, a little. What is it? I am sciencing.
We need to sort out documents to patent this.
Yes, documents. Nico just grabs a pile of paper. These are the blueprints, and well, several variations, several versions.
I was not expecting you to actually have documentation. I was.
What?
That
Why
makes me
wouldn't
slightly
I?
mad, because you are the least scientific genius I've probably ever met.
What? I may be a bit scatterbrained at times, but at least I write things down.
Well, I will take these documents and I will prepare the application.
Yes, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna adjust the electro safety box's output. Might be a bit too much right now.
How about this, Nico?
Hmm?
Actually, no. Just leave it to me. Just don't decrease it too much. You don't want to make it easy on the people who try and break in. Then they'll just try
Oh.
again.
And they'll get shocked again.
That's gonna wear down the mechanism.
My word. I need to field test this more. I need to make sure it can handle at least 500,000 break-ins.
Well, Chera does have Dwight's address, so you should go ask her.
Yes, Dwight. My I need to. But yeah,
Like
Nico,
my what? My what? What's going to follow that?
my test subject.
By the end of
Dwight,
the day,
my
Dwight is
lover.
gonna be set alight.
Oh, also,
Also,
the name of it is Electro Safety Box.
how about we make that the official name and I'll handle the market name?
Sounds good enough. Make sure I'm credited as the creator.
You will be credited as the creator. I'll just handle distribution and sales, and you'll get your cut. That sound fair?
Oh, also, and first off, I made this. This is an application. This is an adaptation of this, which you have to make sure properly credit. And also, this is an adaptation of this science, but it might as well be recreating new because it barely has anything in common. And Nico just babbles on, just citing sources.
At a certain point, Lydian just stops listening and starts thinking, we need a company name. Minther and Co.
Nico's bubble.
There are a lot of Minthers out there.
That's a
Or
problem.
not a lot, but a few.
Yeah. Testers Inventables.
Coney.
Oh no.
Nico Tony.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my room and I'm gonna get some work done.
Absolutely. And I am gonna improve the electro safety box. I'm
Okay,
thinking of
now-
turning down the damage by, let's see if the current damage is a D4 it's a D4 dice. Maybe I'll turn it down into a D3.
Ooh, Neconomics is good.
Economics.
Now, just don't shock yourself too much. You need to be presentable for later in the day when we go and patent this.
Yeah, whatever.
I think you do. I don't know how patenting works. But I assume you have to go to an office and talk to someone, so you might want to look sensible.
I mean, Nick, just gotta remind you, Nico is walking around with what's basically a lab coat. giant lab glasses on at all times.
That's good enough for a patent office, I
Yeah.
think. That looks
Has
Needed an attorney.
has an ice gun strapped to their belt.
You might
Giant.
want to leave that in the room.
Nico is never leaving it on. Actually, Nico has like under the coat his harnesses holding
What are you
inventions.
about to say? Like you have an ankle holster mini freeze gun.
Ooh, a mini
Nico
freeze.
believes in concealed
Go-
carry.
Nico's doing the, like, school shooter, like, classic, has it, like, hanging on the side, like, hidden by the long coat, like...
Alright, so
Nico has never shot up a school
that's good to know.
on
That's good.
purpose.
I'm happy. Oh.
It's good to
no.
know, well,
Alright, so
Cherry hasn't shot up a school, she's blind, can't shoot guns. So at least one member of the party won't have shot up a school.
Lydian has not shot up a school.
Has Lydian even gone to school?
Of a kind. He went to the school
The
of
school of hard knocks.
life. That one too. He went to con college.
Was that itself a con?
Kind of. Depending on what you think about the prison system.
It's like actually no. You know what it is? It's a con, but for most people, unless you're a real con artist, then you'll pass because you'll see through the con and con them.
That sounds like
I
a
find
fucking bizarro anime plot, like a con school where to graduate you have to fucking run a con on the school.
yeah. It works. I like it. I appreciate that, including once November joins, it will be like the two young members of the party will have actually received a formal education, whereas like the 30-somethings won't have. And yet the ones who don't receive the formal education will be the normal, well-adjusted people. Makes you think. It really says a lot about our society.
Lydian.
Anyway, as
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna say, as Lydian walks out, he hears a little boom funk.
Oh, he turns back as well. Also, I paid for this hotel. Do not damage it in any way, shape, or form.
Why not? You've already paid for it.
He's angry because I genuinely can't think of a fucking comeback to that. That's just so fucking stupid. That's...
Oh,
See?
Nico just the same fun. You say paid for it, and you just bought the hotel.
There will be more costs if the place is damaged. I'm going back. I will come back to that room, and it will be in the same shape that it began in.
Sure, why not?
Upon our arrival, not thousands of years ago when time began or any of that pedantic nonsense.
I was just gonna say hundreds of years ago.
He's a creationist. He thinks the world only began hundreds of years ago. In the world 3007. Alright, yeah. Lydian goes back to his room, and I'm gonna fucking commune, finally.
Alright.
Fuck, Nico is blowing shit up. I need money.
I need to talk to
Jerry's
God.
ancestors were knocking about 300 years ago.
So you're communing. What are you getting?
Do someone else. Give me a minute to think.
Okay.
Cherry has some, yeah.
Yeah, you're in this nice
I'll write it
hotel.
down. I'll write it down when I think of it.
So she, just first and foremost was on the road, cleans herself up, washes up, applies some perfume, etc. Do we get any complimentary chips with the rooms? That's a
Sure.
thing. Cool. How many do I get? Or how much coin worth?
I'm gonna say a good 20 coin worth, I guess.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take that and, buy some chips with my existing I'm gonna add in. Gonna keep 3 coin. So I'm 25 coin worth of chips, so a total of 45
Okay.
value in chips. And I am gonna go try and make some more money in the casino.
Alrighty.
See if they have baccarat or maybe roulette, something like that. Maybe
Yeah, they've got
craps.
roulette.
How about craps? Do they have craps? It doesn't
Yeah.
effectively make. We'll go with that. So yeah, I'm gonna try and go like all in. I'm gonna try and double my money.
All right.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll a 2d6. I'm gonna say you make your money back.
Okay, just like even out.
Yeah, even out. You even out on this
Alright.
little run.
She's gonna try again.
All right, roll a 2d6.
Ooh, okay. This is my first time actually using this move.
Yeah.
Lucky Charm. So I have 3 luck. This is resets each time we make camp. When you roll and miss, you may lower your luck by 1 to re-roll. Take the second result, and if it's a hit, explain how you succeeded only through sheer luck. So I need to.
This is the most appropriate yet lame usage of this fucking move.
Yeah, it's pure luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
It didn't work. She immediately loses all but 3 of her coin. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, you strike out.
Cherry has had exceptionally bad luck with gambling, I want to point out.
He's a bad gambler.
When's her next payday? It's a Saturday. Isn't it?
Today is Saturday.
Okay, so
I was gonna say, let me think. Cherry was last paid on Monday.
yeah, so 2 days. We're just doing Monday on rotation.
Yeah.
Monday.
Monday, be there. Payday.
So, in that case, not having much, only having 3 coin left, Cherry is going to go to the, go to the bar, and get, can I get a drink for 1 coin?
No, it'd be 2 coin.
Ooh, so I'll
At
have
least.
1 coin left. Alright. Yeah, I'll get whatever I can get for 2 coin and sit at the bar.
Okay. Probably get some whiskey.
Yeah. And I'm going to, try and see if I can't, bait out some man or something to, buy me a drink or, potentially try and get more, if I can get any opportunity out of that, someone who will, give me some chips or something like that, or anything I can get any opportunity out of. Let the universe. Cherry's gonna let the universe speak to her for what to do next. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, trusting the universe.
That
I
guy
don't
just
know if
took
you
it out on
wanna.
you.
Yeah, I don't know if you don't have anything, we could cut back to the others until you got something, or it's up to you.
Is Snake? Do you have your things?
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. I just didn't want to hog too much time. Well, I could go and do my bit entrepreneur business and then deal with Nico.
No, because I do have something for Cherry. So I want to know if you want your convenient or whatever. You sort of your spells.
I've got my spells. I wrote them down.
Oh, okay.
I
Cool,
got
cool.
I took Inquiry, which is a level 3 one, and Mending, which I Actually, wait, no, I'm level 4, so I'd have 5 spell slots because it's my level plus 1.
Yeah.
I'll also take planning, because planning's always
Okay.
kind of helpful.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
So Cherry.
Yes.
Uh, someone you hear someone sit down at the bar, like a few seats away from you,
Mm-hmm.
and he orders a Cloud 9, which is a specialty beverage, a
Ooh.
specialty cocktail they have at Nimbus. And he tells the bartender, uh, tender. He tells the bartender. He says, another, and he tells the bartender, thinking about someone who got away again.
Someone who got away again? Wait, he's telling the talking to the bartender about
Yeah,
this?
someone got. Yep,
Gotcha.
thinking about a girl who got away, and you hear him then strum on a little instrument,
Ooh. What type of instrument?
a stringed instrument.
Okay. Interesting. She's gonna listen for a little bit. Like, is he, like singing? Is he just kind of,
Uh,
like just
would
strumming? Just
Cherry?
going to?
I guess Cherry would like be able to just make out just from hearing it alone what it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If there's anything Cherry can instantly, she could probably tell you the type of, wood it's made from.
You know what? It's a lute. Specifically, it's a biwa.
Ooh, wow, fancy.
Yeah, you have a shamisen. This guy has a biwa,
Yeah, cool.
and he starts singing a bit of a song about it seems to be a song about a woman who uh, about a woman who it seems to be a song about a woman who sort of like sings in private for people, and they fall in love with her, but she never reciprocates.
Ooh, cool. Do you want me to roll to see if I know this? I guess it would be Bardic lore. Um, to see if I know this story.
If you know what he's singing,
Yeah, if I
uh,
know this song. Or I mean, I don't know, maybe it's an original and something Cherry would have no way of having heard before.
yeah, you have not heard this before. I'll tell you
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Cool. Um Still, Cherry is going to try and pick up, the melody, the rhythm of it, the tune, and try and, like subtly join in a bit, maybe just with humming, she has her sami, and add some backing accompaniment to it. Subtly, gradually, quietly coming in and adding to it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes
A little
notice and
jam sesh.
yeah, he keeps going for a bit, and then he trails off for a bit and says, "That one's still unfinished," and takes a drink.
It's very pretty.
Ah, hey, I see you've got a taste for the arts as well.
Oh, yes, I couldn't escape it if I tried. You're
Hmm.
very good.
Well, it comes with the job.
Are you a bard?
Yep, that's that's the title that people definitely that's definitely the title people call me by. I've yet to find a more fitting one.
Always nice to meet another professional. And Cherry sort of, extends a hand towards him. Sakura,
Yeah.
they call me Cherry.
Oh, well met. Well met. And yeah, he shakes your hand.
So, what does this guy, just based on, timbre of his voice, etc., felt his hand at least, roughly like how old, build, stuff like that. What can I tell about him?
Uh, he's got a firm grip. Seems probably like probably about as old as you.
Okay. Big guy, skinny guy, sort of in the middle.
In the middle, in the middle.
Okay, cool. So,
He's
are
got
you...
a sort of deeper, somewhat gravelly voice.
Gotcha. So, are you from here in Marion, or are you traveling too?
Oh, I've been in Marion for a few years. Ever since I met someone.
Is that the
As
someone
you,
from the song, or...
yep, as you might have heard.
I see. It is a good one. I'm sure it will be, a classic once you finish it.
Oh, I need to see the end of it to finish it.
Exactly. Just don't let it consume you.
Mm. Oh, believe me, it's not. I'm not the only one it would consume.
Is this about, if you don't mind my asking?
What did you say?
Who is this about, if you don't mind my asking? The song.
Yeah, he laughs and says, "Let me play it again, see if you can't pick it up. Try and listen a little closer." And yeah, he sings the song again.
Do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, roll. Let's see. You're trying to sort of interpret a song here.
Yeah.
Let's see. So,
I was gonna say, I have, Bardic Lore too, which is the... Basically, I can, to spout lore with charisma instead of int, but that's with, like, knowing songs or tales or legends or stuff like that. I don't know if...
uh, I feel like if you're interpreting a song, this is sort of like your area.
Yeah.
So I'll let you roll charisma.
Okay. 9.
Okay, so I'm gonna say. Da-da-da-da. See, listening closely, there are a few like weird things about it. He describes her voice as the way he describes her voice as she sings, the way hands roam over her, and the fact that uh he describes her flesh as her skin as ivory.
Interesting. Is it about an instrument, or
You ask that in character?
maybe money? There are lots of songs about money, but Ivory doesn't sing money.
So yeah, do you
Yeah.
ask that?
Sure, I guess in universe.
Yeah. He says,
Piano?
"Yeah, you picked up on it. It's about a piano."
Interesting.
The piano that has courted everyone who has ever played it. Some you might believe it's magical, but there's no enchantments on it.
Yeah,
But when
Cherry
you
is
play it,
leaning in now. She's very fascinated.
it's almost as if it's playing you, almost as if it knows the song better than you do.
And you've played this piano.
I've gotten the chance to, thankfully. It's free. It's free to try. The ones who take after it, let anyone play it. And well, nobles, celebrities, traveling people of all stations and rank have come and played this piano, and all have offered whatever they can to purchase it, but it's never for sale. But I can tell you right now, it needs to find someone that it belongs to. She needs
This
to
is
find
good.
someone.
Yeah, Cherry asks, where is it?
Yeah. He says it's down in the what direction is that? God damn it. The west side of the city.
Ooh, West Side. If you could show me to it, I'd be much obliged. This is something I'd like to check out.
Very well, but be careful not to fall too deep in love.
And Cherry, just sort of grins. I like pianos fine, but they're not really a traveling instrument, and there isn't anything that can keep me from the road.
Hmm.
Ain't no love that strong.
You sound like you'd be quite an interesting match for her.
I leave, so he's gonna show me to it.
Yeah.
At the front desk, I do, give, if my, traveling companions come ask for me, this is where I'll be, that sort of thing. I should be back, but, she gives her information where she's
Yeah.
going. That's it. If they come looking for me.
Alrighty. So should we continue along this, or you want to go to Lydian?
We've been on this a little bit. We can do Lydian again.
Alright. Lydian?
Alrighty. So, well, I'm gonna do some actual role playing stuff, but could I go down to the lounge or whatever and do my entrepreneur roles?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna do some actual, some actual more role play. Drag Nico somewhere and get some actual businesses arranged.
Mhm.
But yeah, I go down and I am going to roll the Long Arm Tavern. It's all. I'm gonna do the Silver Mine, the Transport Service, Long Arm Tavern.
Alrighty.
Let me just grab these and throw them into my document so I can see what comes of them. All right, so this is a charisma check. I've got 18 charisma now. Yeah, no bother.
Nice.
So on a 10, each
Very
venture you
good.
chose produces either its surplus or money for you, and you take +1 forward to making requests of your domain. So that was Silver Mine Transportation, and Long Arm Tavern.
Okay, I'm gonna say, yeah, they all produce money for you,
Way. Oh, this is gonna be a big payday.
and
Or not, actually.
yeah, the silver mine specifically, you learn, is getting you money from having successfully,
Sued that adventuring
sued
party.
that adventuring party.
Oh, I am very happy about that news. Alright, so 3d6 times 50. Fuck me, okay. We're good.
There we go.
12 times 50, yeah. 600, fucking hell.
Yep.
Else. One of those was the Long Arm Tavern. So that means that some of that goes to Cherry immediately.
We'll say it was the 4.
Okay. So turn that into a 2. So she gets. Yeah. So she gets 100 coin?
Yeah, she'll get 100 coin.
Okay, I get 500. Nice that suddenly, fucking, just out of nowhere, Lydian is almost encumbered. His money just explodes into his wallets. Alright, I'm gonna throw some of that on Eurema.
Nice.
So I got 570 in my possession. So there's now, there is now, I'm taking 400 out, so I have 170 on my person, and that 170 on my person, and that means there will be 605 on Eurema.
Alrighty.
And did you just add 100 to?
I figured would wait until we actually met up. Just it might come up because that she only has 1 coin on her
Okay,
at the
fair
moment.
enough. All right, I'll just put that on Eurema then as well. So there's
Yeah.
705 on Eurema.
Alrighty.
170 on Lydian's person. And just hang on. I'm just gonna write this down here so that it won't be forgot.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Making me actually remember to do stuff because of role play. That's disgusting. But yeah, so with all that squared away, it's probably also just like we can kind of work that out as we go, but that's also probably working out, who's in town doing what, getting the kind of general lay of the land.
Yeah,
In broad strokes, not like what everyone is doing, but that's good for us. So with all that done, I go back up to collect Nico.
Alright.
What?
So, Nico.
What's Nico been doing?
Oh, blowing shit up. But yeah, Nico has adjusted the thing. So it does only 1d3 damage now instead of 1d4. But yeah, Nico's open up. Yes, what is it?
It's time to go.
Go where?
Patent office.
Ah, yes. I'll take my electro safety box with me. Nico hoists it over her head.
We really just need the documents and the patent application, but
No, I need to show them.
They'll understand it from the paperwork.
No, they won't.
Okay. I promised the guards at the gate I'd keep an eye on you. Guess you'll be easier to spot carrying a big box over your head. Now, while you're holding that, I'm just gonna warn you. You misbehave, I'm turning the key in that thing and letting go real quick.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll let it go even quicker.
Over your head?
No.
I am back.
Okay, so you two are headed over to the patent office.
That we are.
Alright, so that's gonna be towards like the front of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate this place has a patent office, but then it is just a city, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Question:
Very-
since these are your city states, are the patents actually recognized in the different city states, or how
well,
does that work?
Marion's part of the Confederacy.
Yeah, the Confederacy will matter, so they'll respect it
Yep.
at least. Besides, it only really matters for here because, well, it doesn't only matter for here, but for our current purposes, it matters for here.
So yeah, you head over to this office building. There aren't that many people in here, because it's not why people come to Marion generally. But
Yeah.
there are people about. There's sort of like people just sort of informal attire, just waiting around.
Alright, oh, actually, Neo,
Yeah.
while we're waiting, are there other, like, inventor types?
Uh,
Holding their inventions?
no, they've just kind of got paperwork.
Nico looks
I
around.
told you did not need to bring the box. You only needed to bring the papers.
None of these people are serious.
They are very serious. That's why they only brought the papers.
If they were serious, they would have brought the whole thing and shown it.
And give it. It's a race against time. Maybe they'll steal it. Maybe they'll snap it out from under us. There'll be someone in a darkened corner just quickly drawing up our patent. Making guesswork on how it
Stealing
works.
my invention? Nico pulls a dice gun.
No. It's only speculating. Only what. But this is why next time we do this, you leave the invention at home or hotel room, whichever it is.
But someone could steal from the hotel room.
That's very unlikely. They could steal it out of your clutches right now.
I have a nice gun.
And only one hand on the electroshock box.
So I'll freeze them.
Put the gun away.
I'll do it for now.
I just
Nico looks at the nearest guy, standing close to Nico, just going, "My invention, patent pending."
All right.
Come on.
I saw you looking at it.
Come on, let's go. They're looking at you because you're making a scene.
I'm not making a scene.
You drew a gun in the middle of the patent office.
It's not
That is a patently stupid move.
Well, it is not a gun. It is simply the cryogenic amplification cannon.
Behaves a lot like a gun.
It is not. It's an amplification cannon.
And a gun is a velocity amplification cannon. The only difference is what it's putting out.
What? No, it's not a cannon. It's a gun. It's very different things.
You just said it wasn't the gun.
No, but a gun is a gun, and this is an amplification cannon. They're not the same thing.
And guns are sometimes called hand cannons.
Yeah, by wrong people.
He's not a scientist, he's a fucking pedant.
He's a child.
He surely is. Yeah, I head over to the desk and start trying to get the wheels turning on this. Get an application in to patent the electro safety box.
Yeah, you get a meeting with You get a quick meeting with someone who will look over the documents and tell you, how valid it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you sort of get into a room with someone, a guy who's looking over some papers and just says, "All right, so you're next. What are you looking to patent here?"
Nico slams the box onto the table. This, the electro safety box.
We would like the blueprints.
Yeah,
Not the
Lydian
actual
just... He's looking for these. I apologize, he's a little eccentric.
I made these.
Right. So what is this, and what is this application?
It is it's a box. It's a regular lockbox, except if you intruder were to try and enter it by doing the wrong combination to unlock it, I'll get it electrified.
I'm hoping to patent the system, the security system itself contained within the box. The modifications made to it, which could be applied to other such boxes. The mechanism for shocking and the specific security measures.
Right. If I may ask exactly how high a voltage is this shock, because I'm seeing differing voltages here.
Oh, it's variable.
Variable, huh?
Yes.
Different needs for different clients.
Right.
It can easily be adjusted.
Oh, let me just check a few things because we can't allow patents on something that can be construed as a torture device. So let me just check to make sure that you're not technically
Torture is a
that.
safety device. A little bit of shocking has never hurt anyone.
That is all shocking does. Yeah, he's checking through some papers. Let's see with this voltage. Suppose this is acceptable as a deterrent, I suppose. Very well. Your patent will be recognized through the Confederacy.
Wonderful.
That is wonderful. A lot easier
And
than I expected it.
we'll also send some copies of this over to Emberwell to see if they will recognize it. They decide on a case by case basis as they're not
Yeah.
part of the Confederacy.
Well, well, those fools at the Hall of Science.
He cares a great deal about science.
Science.
I'm not sure to what end, but
Why wouldn't I care about science?
God, it's a really good thing that Nico did drop the fucking power on that box. He was right for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and anyway, he says so. With all the filing and the paperwork heading out throughout the cities, that's going to be upfront cost of 20 coin.
Alright, I confront that.
Very well. Hopefully
Right.
you treat this well.
My
It's
word.
in good hands. Well,
My
we're not
first
harming
patent. My first patent outside of Emberworld.
You have patents in it. You know what? Let's talk about this on the way back to the hotel, not here where other people can hear it.
Yeah, you're right. They might steal it. I see you.
Have a good day. Thank you very much for your business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ushered Nico out of there thinking that was a lot easier than I expected. He did not shoot up the place. Well, Nico,
Yeah.
loath to admit it, but you were right to lower the shock on that. You saved our bacon back there.
Oh, it's simply man. You see, some people just don't like that many shocks, and for
If
some
the shock
reason,
was made stronger, you could have made some bacon.
Wonder if we still could get a little bit going with what we have now. It's a 1d3 instead of a 1d4. I don't even know how he did that dice-wise.
What, you don't have any D3s in your collection?
Sadly, no. They're
True.
missing those.
you
Well,
get some snake.
the next stage of this is probably very just boring and dry, but it's basically now he's got his patent. He's got this. I wanna set up a workshop to start production on these fucking things. So, you know, buy a workshop, get a few employees. Hope maybe people could be people who actually are within the cult, or they can be, well, a few will be inserted in there to manage, but for the actual craftsmen themselves, that's going to
All
be
right. I'm
then
gonna say
yeah, set up
roll
distribution and
charisma.
all that.
Roll charisma.
Alrighty. I was realizing as well, I really should have taken the other move, the one about recruiting people, because that would have just been a good casual move for getting employees.
All right.
That
Okay.
works.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. So you're able to find a sort of workshop for a place that can be used as a workshop for sale. For let's see.
I'm imagining I'm like renting out the space to be used for business, and then drafting up some contracts for people to make these things, and then we'll sort out distribution. Maybe go around and try and sell these things. Imagine,